Welcome to AK Disc Golf Round 2 Nikiski. This is August 19th, 2024. We're starting off with Aaron's first stroke, which is a clear shot right onto the fairway.
Nice shot.
Up next, we have Kelly taking her first stroke. Will she do as good as Aaron did? We're about to find out. She's tossing her disc up and down, trying to find the perfect grip. Oh, that was a bad throw, though. Now it's time for my first shot. I'm stepping up to the tee box, throwing my Leopard 3. That is a perfect shot landing on the fairway. Yes! Yes! Up next, we've got Kelly's second shot. She is trying to get closer to the basket, although she ends up playing it safe and landing in the fairway. Up next, we've got Aaron's second stroke. He is attempting to make a long birdie putt from this tree. You can see he is trying to get his aim precisely. Oh, that's not quite there, but that's a pretty good layup. It was my second shot, but Kelly and Aaron forgot to film it. So here we have this video of nothing. What we did manage to capture on video was Kelly's third stroke. She is attempting to make a nice par putt, but she fails, sailing past it. Aaron is also attempting to shoot for a par. Will he be able to make it? The answer is no, as he clangs off the basket. Now we're on to my third shot, as I also attempt to make a par putt, and also fail. And here we see Aaron settling for a bogey. I believe Kelly's about to do the same. Oh no, she missed! So instead, she gets a double bogey. I'm about to ring in a bogey for myself. Hole 2 at Nikiski is a par 3 that is 183 feet long, and we're starting it off with my first shot. I'm using my Leopard 3. We're about to see what I can do. And here we go. On a shot that goes to the cusp of the fairway on the left side, but still good. Aaron and his Virus, on the other hand, don't do quite as good, landing out in the rough almost. Kelly's forehand should work great for this hole, as most right-handed forehands have a natural anhyzer to them.
And here we go.
Oh, it bounced back out a little bit.
Thank God for that roll.
Here we have Aaron's second shot with a clear look at the basket.
He shoots. Very, very, very nice, Aaron Barker.
Great approach.
It's time for my second shot. And here you can see that I am switching to my stabilizer for an approach shot. And wow, that makes it right next to the basket.
I have no idea where that came down.
Here's Kelly's second shot.
Make it count, Missy. Make it count.
And she did.
Falls a little short.
Time for Kelly's par putt. Oh,
She looks disappointed.
Oh, wait, the second she's about to take a redo.
This is a rare occasion.
She's got 2 redos left until hole 10 now.
Make it count. Don't waste it. Yes!
She made it for par. We have Aaron doing the same with a tap-in.
Looking good.
You can now see he's in the lead when compared to Kelly. However, it's time for me to try and sink my par shot.
Oh, off by a whisker.
No.
And I even refuse the redo and get a bogey. Welcome to hole 3 of Nikiski. It's a par 4 at 439 feet. This is one of the longest holes we've seen on this disc golf tour, and the first par 4 we've seen so far. And for good reason. I went off into the woods and I'm running for my disc, obviously taking a redo. Here I am back at the tee pad, and of course I throw another shot straight into the woods. But This time I'm going to have to roll with it. Here's Kelly stepping up to the tee pad for her first shot while I run over to my lie. You can see she's done 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 toss-ups of her disc before she actually manages to land in the middle of the fairway, which is really good. And it's Aaron's turn at the tee pad. Let's see what he and his virus can do on this hole. He is holding up his disc and getting ready to let it fly. Boom! That was amazing. Here comes Kelly's second stroke. She's tossing up her disc. I didn't see when she started, so I can't count, sadly. It's my favorite thing to do. Not really, but that shot was really good.
You got mud on my disc, that's why.
Apparently he's got mud on his disc, as he just said. And here goes his second fairway drive. Boom! He goes a little towards the left, but that's okay. Here comes my second shot. I landed in arguably the worst spot out of all the first throws, but maybe I'll make a recovery. And yes, I certainly did. Uh-oh, it's already stroke 3 for Kelly, and she can't even see circle 2. She is not getting a par on this hole, I can already tell you that. But at least that was a really good Anheuser forehand. It's time for my third shot. And I can't see circle 2 either. Will I be able to get near the basket? The answer is no, but I did land right next to Kelly. It's time for Aaron's third shot, and he is not at circle 2 either. Looks like none of us have a very good chance of getting par, but he lands in the tree cluster along with me and Kelly. It's time for my fourth shot. Apparently, I'm the farthest back in the tree cluster, and now I can finally see the basket. Will I be able to make this par shot? I mean, it's pretty far. I don't think I will, but oh, that's a nice layup. I do say so myself. Kelly taking a similar shot. Will she be able to make it? No, but she lands right next to me. We've got Aaron the Muggle taking his fourth shot, trying to make it in, but he goes a little to the left, sadly. Here's Kelly's fifth stroke as she makes her bogey putt. Here comes Aaron's fifth stroke as he also gets a bogey.
No.
Like, that's random.
And here we have my bogey shot. Everyone got a bogey on this hole.
Wake up at the crack of dawn. Wake up at the crack of dawn. Wake up at the crack of dawn. Wake up at the crack of dawn.
How about
All right,
Eagle?
I'm filming. Eagle Eye stepping up.
We make a return to par 3 holes, with hole 4 being 296 feet long. Here comes my drive, and I go off into the woods. It's Kelly's first stroke. She is on the tee pad, thinking about how she's gonna do this shot. Will she be able to throw it good? I mean, that's always the question. But this time the answer is no. Here comes Aaron's first shot. He is going to try to do better than both of us. He manages to land in the fairway, so that's automatically better. And would you look at that? This is my second shot, and I am going way from the rough. This is in deep woods territory. And it looks like I'm about to try and do a forehand? Oh, wow. That was exactly what I needed.
Did you see it land?
Yeah.
Okay.
And this is Aaron's second shot. He is shooting from the fairway, so he has way more of an advantage. And he is already in circle 1 with that shot. Wow. Here we have Kelly's second shot. You can see she's right beside the pathway, so almost out of bounds. But she manages to do an odd hyzer with her forehand and land in circle 1. Actually, she landed in circle 2. Here's her par putt, though. Okay, now she's in circle 1. Alright, it's time for my third shot. You can see I'm drinking some water before this one, meaning I'm really going to have to concentrate on this putt from just outside of circle 1. I'm in circle 2, and let's see what I can do here. Will I be able to make it? No, but so close. It appears we forgot to film Aaron's third shot, but Kelly got a bogey on this hole, and so will I. Here comes Aaron's bogey shot, and he misses! And that is gonna be a double bogey for him. Oh no. Welcome to hole 5 of Nikiski. We've got Kelly stepping up to the tee pad with her first shot, Stingray in hand. Oh, wow, that is a perfect straight shot, getting her almost the circle too. We've got me at the tee pad with my knocks and my flapping disc. Okay, I thought Kelly's shot was perfect, but that was actually perfect. I'm already in circle 1.
Henry, how you feel about that one?
Good.
Aaron's got his favorite disc, the Virus, and he aims a little bit to the right, but that was still very good. In a surprising twist of events, Kelly is now at the back of the pack. However, she redeems herself with that shot into circle 1. But will it be enough? Aaron is already making a putt. Oh wait, he missed. Never mind. It will be enough. But just enough isn't enough. I've already got a shot for birdie. Will I be able to use this chance? I say no. While I parked it, it didn't go in. Kinda like Kelly's third stroke didn't go in. Aaron's, on the other hand, did. And so did Kelly's fourth stroke. And the outcome of my tap-in is pretty obvious, hence why it's called a tap-in. And why I used my left hand. I'm not sure why we're displaying the hole info when you can literally see the sign, but on to hole 6, and I make an excellent... Oh, wait. Okay, I went into the brush a little bit, so not excellent. That makes me wonder, though. Will Aaron's be excellent? We're about to find out. Yes, yes, yes! Right in the center of the fairway. That's perfect. And now we have Kelly about to do her signature forehand. And it actually works out well on this hole, because the Anheuser follows the fairway. And that officially means I'm the only one shooting from the rough. But don't worry, I make up for it by going to another rough. Alright, we've got Aaron looking a little bit sunburnt, but he's still in the perfect position to try and make it to circle 1, which he does so very successfully. We've got Kelly about to try and make it to circle 1 like Aaron did, but she ends up totally waffling it through the air like an Eggo. Surprisingly, I'm not that far away from the basket, even though I'm in the rough. So here I go, attempting to make a putt and failing. Meanwhile, we've got Aaron with an easy putt in circle 1, which of course he easily makes. Next up, we've got Kelly's par shot and my bogey tap-in. It's hole 7 of Nikiski. This one looks pretty darn tricky. You have to go through the trees and count on a hyzer like Aaron's. That was beautiful. Will my first shot be as magnificent? I don't know, but either way, I'm gonna pull up my pants. And yikes, that goes straight into the woods, but thankfully that tree saved me. It seems that Kelly is gauging the wind for this one. While Aaron is not going to be able to zoom in on the disc because he forgot how, Kelly still makes a good shot and we can all tell. It appears I took a redo as my first attempt at that first shot was pretty terrible. Will I be able to do any better? Looks like I take a different strategy by going around that tree, but I just end up in the same place I went before. It's Kelly's second shot, and her wonky forehand accidentally turns into a roller that saved the day. Surprise! Here I am peeking out of the tree, and whoa, looks like I fell over. As I get back up, I try to plan out my shot.
I don't know.
I would have expected myself to do a tomahawk, but it looks like I'm doing a standard backhand, and surprisingly, it works. Technically, Aaron is also shooting from behind a tree, so he manages to kind of one-up me in this situation. Whoa, Kelly's going a bit fast for the camera, and we can tell she made it to circle one, though.
Balls.
I was about to go for a shot with my driver, but then I decided to switch to my putter for my third stroke. Maybe I can get it in the basket? No, not even close. Nothing to see here, just Aaron making his par shot. And Kelly making hers. And me making my bogey shot. Welcome to hole 8 of Nikiski. This one's par 3 and 232 feet. And we can see this is the perfect type of hole for Aaron. Here we have Kelly getting ready to make her drive, and the Anheuser works against her this time. Now she's over by the rough.
Pretty amazing.
Why can't I have a throw like that?
I don't like stingrays.
Blasphemy.
They're too light.
I'm not sure why Kelly was filming this part of me drinking water and arguing about whether the Stingray is a good disc or not, but I think I'm about to make my first drive. Yes. And finally, a good shot from me. I feel like it's been ages. Also, if you ever play disc golf in South Central Alaska, look out for these plants. These are called Devil's Club and will really hurt if they prickle you. Aaron is the farthest back, and now he's really gotta make up some lost ground if he wants to get a par and beat everyone else. Thankfully, with his virus, he should be able to do so. Oh yeah, look at that, he's already in circle 1. Kelly has a chance to match Aaron or even get ahead of him, but she fails. Normally this would be my third stroke, but this is my second shot, everybody. I'm gonna make it to circle 1 too. Called it. Here comes Kelly with her third shot. She blames herself aiming the wrong way on me. That's
Blasphemy.
Aaron has a similar shot, which he makes! Kelly gets a bogey on the other hand. I've got a chance at par. Will I make the putt? Yes! It's hole 9 of Nikiski, and we have Aaron about to tee off. Boom! That's guaranteed to be in circle 2.
Great shot!
If I can't replicate that, then there's no way I'll catch Aaron. On a better note, however, I am still ahead of Kelly. And that drive could keep my lead. Up next, we've got the Caltron preparing for her drive on hole 9. Oh no, she's all the way in. Oh wait, she rolled back out. She rolled back out. Everything's fine. Fine and not much better because she is the farthest away. And she did not make it into the basket, but she is parked.
Nice shot.
Aaron here has a chance for a birdie. Will he be able to sink it? The answer is no, and he almost attacks me while trying. Now it's time for my second shot. And I'm within circle 2, and I could make this putt. But I don't. Here we've got Aaron stepping up for his par putt. And he makes it, of course. Mom's par putt is even easier. Practically guaranteed. I'm so confident in mine that I film it while I do it.
Birds all around.
The first half of the course is over, and here are the current leaderboard standings. Aaron is in first, I'm in second, and Kelly's in third. Let's jump right back into it with Aaron starting hole number 10. We've got a pretty decent looking shot here. A little much on the hyzer front, I would say, because he ends up a little to the left. Kelly's preparing her signature forehand with her toss-ups. And it looks like she has a little bit of Anheuser on that forehand, which works
Nice.
perfectly to get her in circle 2. It's time for my drive. And I go quite a bit to the right, but then I end up coming back to the left, which is pretty perfect. And we have Aaron with his second shot. It's a pretty long approach, but he might be able to get a birdie if he concentrates. Oh, so close. But he manages to park it for a nice par tap it. Kelly incoming, and she takes her shot before I'm ready, but she makes it to circle 1. I'm close enough for a possible birdie shot. Will I be able to make it? Yes! Up next, we've got Aaron and Kelly's tap-ins. Or actually, chronologically, Kelly and Aaron's tap-ins.
Hey, Aaron. Stepping up, stepping out, sizing up.
Throwing out, he's got a nice drive for his first shot on hole 11.
He sure does. Henry's stepping up to the plate. After he wrestles with this. I couldn't even get that out with a straight face.
Do we want to try? At the very least, I had a good Anheuser. Up next is Kelly's first shot, but she throws it straight into a tree. So she takes a redo.
But at least my pants were not falling down.
Kelly's first shot again, she's taking a redo.
And it is not good. Right into the weeds.
Oh gosh.
Gonna be some scratched up legs with that one.
She was hoping it would be better, but obviously it was not.
Well, in the weeds indeed.
And at least you made it out, even though you didn't make it very far.
True. Old Yazoo himself stepping up.
Taking a second stroke, and that's a nice shot.
Yeah. Oh, veered off hard at the end though. Kelly.
Into the bushes hard. It's my second shot.
Henry Bizark.
Let's see if I can make it to circle 2.
And?
No.
Ooh, that got weird.
Alright, now I'm on my third shot. Can I make it into the circle?
Oof, Henry goes wide.
Yeah, I overshot it by a long shot.
Woo.
It's your fourth shot.
Camouflaged Kelly hitting trees.
Aaron's third stroke.
Starts out nice, curving around that tree. Oof, little long.
We've got Kelly's fifth stroke. This should be an easy double bogey putt. However,
Oof, that was ugly.
here comes Aaron's bogey putt.
Oh!
Oh my
Denied.
god. Well, we've got Aaron's double bogey tapping
Yeah.
and Kelly's triple bogey putt.
Henry stepping over into the weeds to make what we hope is going to be a beautiful putt
Yep, for bogey.
for bogey. And he's in. Aaron Michael throwing it long and low.
A little low.
Little bounce there at the end, setting him up nice. Got Peagle stepping up here.
More like eagle eye, but whatever.
Peagle throws. The Peagle has landed.
Here we have Kelly stepping up for her first shot. Will she do good? Oh, that's a little bit to the left.
Oh, coming back.
Oh wait, yeah, that's nice and in the fairway.
Henry on his next throw here.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
Looks great.
Zoom in horrendous.
Oof, that was rough. Aaron B setting up his shot,
Yep.
concentrating hard.
Here he
Throws,
goes.
cusses, hits trees, lands far to the left.
Here goes Kelly, second stroke.
Oh, that was
Redo?
terrible.
I forgot to film Mom. She went from there to there.
Henry setting himself up for a slightly tricky shot here from the bushes. Makes it out. And has a really good landing close to the basket.
In only his third stroke, Aaron is already within the putting circles, putting for par.
He should be good to go here.
Yeah, it looks pretty easy.
Oh,
no! And it's Kelly's fourth stroke.
Oh! Denied as well.
I know,
Sad
we're
little
gonna-
discs on the ground.
Everyone's getting at least a bogey on this hole.
Hole 13.
Yep, and we've got me stepping up to throw first.
All right. Ripping it.
Oh, wow. That's already within circle, like, 2? No, circle 1.
Excellent. Kelly, 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 Kelly.
Yep, it's your first shot, and it's a little wobbly, but it worked out well.
Very waffly.
That'll do, pig. That'll do.
Here's Aaron's first shot. He's getting ready, and what a power throw.
That is nice. Well done.
Kelly's got a birdie chance here.
Ooh, that's a long putt. And she misses.
We've got Aaron with a birdie chance as well.
And
He goes to the left as always. Here I am with my second shot, and I've got a chance for birdie here. Will I make it? No! It was a devastating clang off the basket. Just
Let me
like
get you.
Aaron's par putt.
Will you do a different video? Did you separate them?
As I panic over the possibility of the videos not being separated, I make my par putt, and Aaron makes his bogey putt. And I make Kelly's par putt for her. And we're on to hole 14, starting out with my first shot. I feel like I'm about to go into the weeds. No! And I was right. As I rush to my lie, Kelly's first shot also goes into the rough, but on the other side. And what do you know? It's 3 for 3. We're all in the rough, thanks to that tree. Now Kelly is shooting from the rough here. And she manages to get back into the fairway and do a nice anhyzer towards the basket.
So we gave Aaron a 4 on this hole because he lost his disc and then he went to go check on our dogs. After we found it, we decided to just give him a 4 because that would be probably what he'd get after that first throw. So we're going to continue after that. We're going to have Mom film my, I think, is this my second or is this? Yeah.
Now it's time for my second shot. It turns out I didn't go as far off into the brush as I thought I did, so I managed to make it pretty close to the basket on my second shot. Now we've got Kelly's third stroke. She's just trying to make it in for par, but she overshoots it by just a touch. She proceeds to putt in for bogey.
Okay. This is my third shot.
Yes, in case there was any doubt about it, this is my third shot, and I also missed the basket, but I clang off of it, and this gets me a devastating bogey.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's start off hole 15 with Aaron. He goes a bit off to the right, but he manages to come back to the left and make it a pretty nice first shot. After
What a
me and Aaron
delicious
make a
throw.
cacophony of weird noises mocking the way Kelly said, "Wow," I take my first shot, and it looks bad, but it's actually really good, landing me incredibly close to the basket. Here we have Kelly taking her first shot. Will this one be
Don't
as
throw a
wow
forehand on this
as
one.
Aaron's?
Mom,
I just need. What is that?
this is a backhand. Throw a backhand on this hole.
I gave Kelly some helpful
But
advice
this is
regarding
going
how
to the
she should
left.
throw on this
Good.
hole, and
Good job.
since she listens to it, she
See, I knew
manages
that
to
would
garner
be
a great first shot. Now we're moving on to her second throw. She's trying to make a nice approach, which she does successfully. Now on to Aaron's second shot, as he has a chance for a long birdie putt, but he clangs off the top of the basket. Now it's time for me to make A birdie putt. Kelly and Aaron each settle for pars. Welcome to hole 16 of Nikiski, and here we have Aaron stepping up to the tee pad. Will he do good? Yes! He manages to play it safe with the threatening rough on the right side. Will I be able to do the same and avoid the Devil's Club? We're about to find out as I am preparing for my tee off. And straight into the shrubs my disc goes. That means this next discer is none other than Kelly, as she does a terrible roller that ends up in the rough. So we immediately go back to her point of view, and she manages to go onto the fairway, albeit with a super waffly throw. And up next is my second shot. How could I possibly recover from this?
Are you filming too?
The answer is... I can't.
Oh, no.
And so we have the first instance of me cussing on the course. I decide to take a redo since I lost my Leopard 3. I use my Firebird and it works much better for me. I land in the fairway. Now it's Kelly's turn again. This is her third stroke. Will she be able to land in the putting circles? The answer is yes, with a roller that actually manages to save her this time. Now we've got Aaron's second stroke. Will he be able to make it to the putting circles? Of course he will. He has a majestic throw that glides right over the rough. Kelly cannot possibly come back now. She is already making a bogey putt and she didn't even make it into the basket. Meanwhile, I'm only on my third stroke and I'm closer to the basket than she was. I also missed the basket though. And my lead against Aaron is diminishing quickly as he gets a par putt that manages to help him gain a couple strokes on me.
I think so.
Down, straight into the ground. When you look on your face, you will see.
And it's hole 17. Time is running short for Aaron to catch back up to me.
I hope you go into the woods.
But he's making it look possible. Especially with this amazing drive.
No. Truth be told, I used that on you at Peter's.
Yeah, you did, effectively.
That's why my score was so bad.
I did not actually sabotage Kelly, but I joked about doing so. Though I did sabotage myself. Up next, it's Kelly at the tee pad. She's tossing her disc up and down like always. She thought she had the perfect grip, but then she didn't. But then, a couple seconds later, she found the perfect grip. Ooh, helpful tree kept her out of the rough.
Yeah.
Though we are immediately back with her, meaning she had the shortest drive out of all of us. She manages to get pretty close to the basket on her second shot, and that tree kept her from being in the rough. Just like the last tree. Maybe a tree can help me with this second shot, because I'm not doing very good. Although now I am in putting circle 2, so at least I might be able to tie with Aaron on this hole. That is, if this approach doesn't make it in the basket. Let's see if he can make it in. The answer is no, but he does get very close, and that should be an easy par putt, unlike Kelly's failed par putt from far away. Which is similar to mine, as I also missed from far away. Aaron, on the other hand, is right near the basket. And that means he's guaranteed a par and another stroke gained on me. Kelly initially misses her bogey putt, so she decides to take her last remaining redo.
This is your last redo.
And attempt to putt again. So, I throw the disc back to her. She doesn't catch it, as I didn't throw it directly at her. And she misses again.
You're out of redos.
She has no redos left, so she has to accept the double bogey. This hole also did me badly. Now me and Aaron are tied for first place, and I've completely lost my lead. This is it. It all comes down to this. Hole 18. Who will win, me or Aaron? Things are looking good for Aaron with that magnificent drive. I can only hope to emulate that and keep it at a tie, because I'm certainly not going to win. Especially with a drive like that. Thankfully, I've got a couple redos left, and I use one of them now. I decide to approach this hole a bit differently this time, using a forehand instead of a backhand. And it works out much better for me. Now it's Kelly at the tee pad. While she's in a distant third place, she still might as well finish out the game. And at least try to catch up, because something crazy could happen. Kinda like that. That was certainly crazy.
You're out of redos!
And she's out of redos, so she must take a mulligan and sacrifice a disc. With one of her 2 leopards now lost, she must use her other one to get through the remainder of the hole. Thankfully, this one has done her much better on this stroke. Now we have Aaron making his second shot. Will he be able to get a ringer from here? Heck no, but he does get close. And now it's time for my second shot. I have a bit of an advantage as my drive made it a little bit farther than Aaron's. There's a slight chance of me making a ringer from here. Okay, let's be realistic. There's no way I'm making this. But still, we can only hope. And obviously hoping didn't work. Stroke 4, we know who that is. Kelly. And she misses the bogey putt again. It's her new signature move, and she must accept the double bogey. On the other hand, Aaron makes his par putt. If I can't make my par putt, then Aaron wins. If I do make it, well, thank goodness I have one redo left. Now I have to make it, or else Aaron wins. If I make it, though, we can tie. And I made it! Alright guys, it's time for the final results of Nikiski Disc Golf. Now we performed significantly better than we did at Peters Creek, and especially me, because I made an improvement in placing as well. Kelly still sits in third place with 74 strokes, also known as 19 above par for this course. In first place, we have a tie between me and Aaron. We both tied at 64 strokes, which is 9 over par. As I said, I'm certainly improving, and I hope to win at the next course. We'll see you at Kenai Eagle for round 3.